Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be a video about something Apple's making, or could be making, and it's a new Apple TV. I know it's been a long time since they made one. I believe we're on the third one now, but as we know, it got price dropped down to $69 where it used to be 100, and they may still keep that as the base model, like a cheap budget one, maybe the Apple TV. Um, that just could be a basic one for people to buy, maybe like a starter one, maybe your first Apple TV. But this one is kind of cool. And this is coming from a guy who mainly plays video games on consoles and uses his consoles for everything. I'm the kind of guy that I use the Xbox One for all-in-one. I use all my music, my movies, not all my music, that stuff kind of stays on my computer, but I watch a lot of videos, play games, YouTube, Netflix, all that. I don't use the internet browser that much on my consoles, but still, I use them. But this is actually pretty cool. It's supposed to be 200 or $200, or it could be 150. And first of all, it's supposed to come with a controller, which is similar to the Wii one, where it has a gyroscope. And as we know, the Wii controller or the Wii remote, this would be nice, and it does make sense because the original Apple TV it looked like a remote, and maybe put like touch pads on it, like the Steam controller has. So you could probably make games like as if you've seen Steam's new controller where it has the two touch pads. This would work great for casual games that need touch sensitive controls, or you could probably use your iPad as a controller, or your iPhone or iPod touch, or whatever Apple device you got. And basically it's supposed to come with a full app store where it can download all the iOS apps, and that will be cool. It's also going to have Siri, so I believe the Fire TV had, what was it called? It was some personal assistant, and you could do voice commands. This is also going to have voice commands, but it's going to be based off of Siri, so in my opinion, Siri is the funnest personal assistant. Besides Cortana, Siri or Cortana are both really good. Google Now is good for speed-wise, but it's just not that fun to use. It's just basic in my opinion. But they're also, this would be a pretty cool idea. And I could see it going against those little Windows 10 sticks you see. They're kind of low-end computers in a stick that plug into your TV and they run Windows 10, and you can watch movies off of them and browse the internet. This could go against that, and it also could go against the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One for their streaming capabilities. It's half the price, and in my opinion, all those Android consoles you see, this is better than them in my opinion, because yeah, I know I prefer Android, but game-wise, and this is coming from a huge Android fan, game-wise, Apple wins. I'm just saying, their games they tend to be a lot higher quality, and they run, like, usually they're better. I tried downloading Angry Birds once on my Android phone and the icons were a lot smaller, and that game was just completely unoptimized for the over 5-inch screen. It worked great on a tablet, on my Samsung tablet though, so I'm not sure what happened there. But would I buy this? If this, it's probably going to require an Apple device to use it, but if I have one, I definitely could see myself buying this. You can play all the App Store games on your TV and do all the stuff that the previous one could, and it has Siri, and one thing I hope does not happen, since it's 150 or 200, I hope they don't make us go buy that remote separately for like $60. Kind of like, I could see Apple doing that because they charge a lot for their mouses, or their mice, if you may say. But really, if the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and the Fire TV and all of them come with a remote, and so did the previous Apple TV, I believe this could come with it. So, um, I think this is really cool. The only problem is if it does not have a lot of internal storage. That could be a problem. Maybe put about 128 gigabytes or 256 or a high amount in there, because this is going to be for watching movies and downloading music and all, and it's basically an entertainment device for your TV, and I think it's a pretty cool idea, and this is probably my favorite Apple TV so far, and I like this, and I'm going on a little bit too much, so that's all I have to say, and bye.